any point in time in your life where you was just like, I'm that guy? Like there's something that's different about me that is truly, truly exceptional in comparison to other people. And I know everybody likes to be humble, but
it's crazy because I don't know. I never speak on that ever, and that's what like people send me like, you need to speak on you, bro. I just don't. But not be humble. I'm that guy. All right? Humbly, I am that guy. Yeah. Like, but what first brought me out, like my friend, his name Boo, real name Lavelle. So he brought me out actually. So it started like with the clothing. I did modeling first, then I did acting. Before I ever even did music, I just started doing music 4 years ago. So
stop on that acting part for a minute. You were you were actually in the paper for that. So talk about that a little bit.
So my friend Christian Smooth, he's a director. Which he one of the photographers at my studio also, which he prefers to do videography more than anything else. So we did a web series first on YouTube called The Student Body. Okay. Which I don't really think my performances are good at all. This was trial and error for me. I don't think this is... But we actually got into Miami Web Fest. Me and him, we went out to Miami, everything, for the awards. And then for the newspaper, that was for a movie that we ended up doing called Ration Day. And I think I can't even remember where he put it out at. He put it out on a couple places, but I can't remember.
Well, I just saw the article, but I also saw like you were working 2 jobs. Yeah. At that time.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So
I was. I was working at still at the hospital. I might have been working at Baywoods at this time too, just like as a server on the side too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So talk about the movie. Talk about the experience a little bit. Talk about how it was making a movie and working 2 jobs at the same time, because that's what the article highlights. Like, not only are you Annapolis own, but you was doing a lot of work.
Yeah, it was kind of hard because scheduling was the hardest thing to do, because some scenes we need to be light outside. Corey ain't never off when it's light outside, right? So we might got wait till the weekend, and the weekends I usually try to save for my kids. Yeah. So it's like now the kid, like, the mothers don't yell at me. The kids yell at me. Right. That's what I gotta hit. I don't gotta hit them from the mother, just the kids. So they be like, you said we was going there. I'm like, bro, well, I gotta work too. I gotta do this. This is something, this can help us. So like, I gotta do this too. So it was hard. Yeah. I probably lived the hardest life, right?
You're so easygoing, man. Have you always been this way? Like, has anything happened to where you were just like, you know what? Life is fine. This is bigger than that.
Yeah, I feel like I've always been like easygoing. Like I get along with any and everybody. Of course, I met your man's out in Japan. We talking to him. Like, I don't know. I'm just easy to get along with. I don't disrespect nobody. I don't speak on other men. I don't talk bad on nobody else. What you do is what you do. Like, I can go to any hood in Annapolis. It's a respect thing. So a lot of people not respected, but people don't understand you got to give respect to get respect. Right. So, like, I go talk to everybody. I'm never gonna stop speaking to these people because you don't like them. I'm still gonna speak. If I'm with you, I'm gonna speak to these people because that's just me as a person. So.
And you talk about the beef in Annapolis a lot. I'm not too familiar with what's going on, but what would you do to change that? Like, what would you do to essentially create a ceasefire?
I think that's impossible right now, because it's like people have died, so it's like it's hard to. What is a way, which is how I tell people I don't really care about adults. I care about kids. I can change a kid mind any day. Facts. It's hard to change a grown up mind. Like anybody I've dealt with, you can tell them, if my mind made up, you ain't changing what I'm saying or how I feel or what I want to do. Facts. Which I guess that's good or bad. Nobody can just say nothing to you. No, you can't. If I feel like this is what's working for me, it's working. Right. Not changing it. Right. So it's like, that's why with the no Deadbeats Club, I only cater to kids because, and we try to get the kids from all the hoods to bring them together. Like that stuff that the grown-ups doing, you don't have to do that. You're not part of that.
Right.
The people that, like some of the people that died, y'all don't even know these people at all. You never met these people. You only know what the grown-ups are saying, F this person, F that, but you never experienced it. You don't know these people.
You know, we and the reason I ask is because I've talked about it on the other podcasts before, but like, how do we, people are dying over nothing, even the old people. Like, and I guess that's the most difficult part is because yes, people have died, but more death is not going to bring that person back
at all.
You know what I'm saying?
At all.
So it's tough because all I ever hear is we got to reach the kids. But there has to be a way to reach adults. I mean, outside of locking them up and rehabilitating them.
That don't work.
You know what I'm saying?
But like me, and then my give back, that's why I put the studio there. It's so, I could have went and got a studio anywhere else. What I'm paying in rent there, I could be paying thousand plus less somewhere else if I just didn't put it in Annapolis. But Annapolis is the most expensive place in there. So I put it where I'm from to help us. So it's a place where anybody can come. I got it in a neutral area. It's friendly. I don't allow smoking or nothing in there. So it's kid friendly. Anything. So
I love it, and I'm not making faces because of what you said. I love what you said, but it's just we've seen this before.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And I haven't heard you speak on any street things. Like I don't believe you have any ties to that, but you are trying to make a change, and everybody's not with that
at all.
And and you go and you're like, well, I'm gonna just go back and put my studio here. But we've seen that. I mean, we've lost people because of that.
Facts.
So when do you stop maybe being stubborn and allow people to advise you to do things that are great for you? Not to say you're not doing that.
No, facts.
But like, when do you do that? Like, what would it take?
What would it take? No, I do listen to people. It just gotta make sense.
Okay.
If one thing don't make sense, I can't go with it. It gotta be almost a definite for me, because it's like I don't have no time to waste and I don't have no money to waste either.
Right, but you move so fast, right? Mm-hmm. And that is one of the attributes of a great entrepreneur, right? Is quick decision making, and then they act on it, right? Yeah. So it seems like you do that. You're very outgoing. You like to go to different places, and you're not afraid to talk to people, right? Like, I don't know how that connection even would have happened if you weren't that welcoming of a person, right? But at the same time, you telling me that there's a lot of turmoil in your city, right? And then you say, in October of last year, I'm going to put a studio here for GVO Sound, which GVO stands for
Good Vibes Only.
So the vibes ain't always there, though. So
and that was no.
And I'm not saying, I'm not a proponent of, I used to be this way, though. I'm not a proponent of leaving your city to go and do something bigger and then coming back to your city. But I used to be that way.
Which is crazy, because I believe I could be further in my career if I leave this city. 100%. Like, I could be way big if I leave this city, which I ain't gonna say like me helping the city is ultimately keeping me there, because the main thing that's keeping me there for the most part, I got kids. I got 4 kids. It ain't like I could just up and leave. Like, I can leave for certain periods of time. I can't leave forever.
Right.
Woo, you know how much it's gonna cost?
Move everybody? Nah, trust me. That's why I said we're gonna talk all bike. When you got them kids and they not here,
yes,
and they attached to somebody else, because it's like you said, it's not the kids, it's the adults.
Yes.
So
that's what I'm saying.
So it's definitely difficult, because I'll talk about it. I got a daughter and she's in Florida, and she was born 2021, September 2021. So like the whole situation is like constantly back and forth. That gets costly, and it's like me. You can't complain.
Can't complain. It's my child. Like what I'm gonna say? I gotta keep flying out here to see my child.
Right.
Like, oh, you really?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, really?
That's how you feel.
Yeah.
But not to get away from that, what I'm saying is what if something happened to you in Annapolis? What if something happens to the studio, right? And these are what ifs. But I feel like as a good podcaster, I should pose these questions to you because you're a phenomenal person. You're traveling the world. You're a young man. And it only
to not get into details, things have happened before. Like, my life ain't all this, that, and the third, but it has been things that happened that like, and people like, why is you even there? Why would you even be there? You shouldn't even be here.
You got to be mixy to get moving, though. You got to get. How you gonna get motion if you're not
in the mix?
So I understand that, so but I'm saying when you put a studio right there, smack dab, you give people a location to find you, to harm you. Mm-hmm. Why do that?
Who knows? But, because I always look at things. I don't really look at things as I don't look at it for me. I never look at most things for me at all.
Okay.
It's more so, like you say, for the community. So it's like, eventually, I ain't got to be there. It can run without me being there once it gets to that level. But that's a great question. I can't even. I don't know the proper answer for it because the crazy thing is, I think about that.
I just think of like,
because when it do get to a certain point, and it's gonna be like, well, now you cannot be there all the time because for the simple fact, it's too much.
Right. I just feel like,
I don't know. It's hard to answer that question.
As much love as there is out there for you, and there's a lot.
It's just as much hate.
There are people who love you, but their love for you is connected to them being able to be close to you.
Make sure to like, comment, share, and most importantly, keep it uplifting.
Take it up, listen.